And let's start with this one. The alleged criminal mastermind, Vusimuzi Matlala, is set to appear in the Johannesburg High Court with his wife, Tsakane, and 3 co-accused. They face more than 20 charges, including those of attempted murder, conspiracy, and money laundering. 11 charges relate to 3 separate shooting incidents, including a failed attack on Matlala's ex-girlfriend, Tebogo Thobejane. They're also accused of laundering over 120,000 rand linked to the murder plot. Ziniko Mhlaba is at court already and will be covering those proceedings live for us. Ziniko, good morning. I've highlighted for our viewers the portfolio of charges that Matlala is facing. Of course, his name's come up again. It's on the mouths of many South Africans who would have been watching the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry yesterday. So just talk to us about expectations outside or inside court. Good morning.
A very good morning, Iman. Yes, indeed, Mr. Kat Matlala is someone with some colorful, profile as far as the legal fraternity is concerned, but also when it comes to some of the government forums that have been established to really look into alleged corruption and capture of criminal law enforcement agencies in South Africa. But for these particular purposes, he will be in the Johannesburg High Court for the pre-trial hearing, which is a culmination of various court proceedings that he has been attending over the year, especially regarding the 3 incidents he has been named and charged for. These incidents date back, the first one date back to 2022, where a taxi boss, Mr. Sibanyoni, was gunned down in the northern parts of Gauteng. And of course, it is alleged by the state that that particular incident, does have or does link Mr. Matlala to the organization of that hit on that former boss who survived an attempted hit. And of course, the issue that is really, or the evidence that is allegedly, according to the state, linking him is a vehicle that was used, a white BMW, which was used, by the alleged people who were, commissioned to carry out that hit. And of course, it was also revealed that that BMW is linked to his former girlfriend. So that's the first case Mr. Matlala is having to attend to today. The second one is the attempted, killing of his former girlfriend, Ms. Thobejane, in Johannesburg while she was traveling in some suburbs in Johannesburg. And it is alleged by the state that he's one of the people, who is one who commissioned that hit through hitmen. So that's the second case. The third case that Mr. Matlala is linked with alongside other accused is the latest one, an attempted hit on a Johannesburg DJ here in Gauteng as well. So these are this is the portfolio of criminal charges and cases he will be attended to. Remember, he had been attending these cases separately. However, the prosecuting team then at the Alexander Magistrate Court, proposed that these cases be consolidated into one case so that they can be able to handle it all in one. And that is why now all those cases will be handled in one trial here at the Johannesburg High Court. These are the cases that were attended in various regions of Gauteng and here in Johannesburg, in the Vaal as well. But all those have been consolidated and they will go for trial at the Johannesburg High Court. The case itself, or the trial itself, Iman, has been moved from Alexander to the Johannesburg High Court, with the prosecuting team stating that Mr. Matlala and his co-accused are facing serious charges. Therefore, when it comes to the jurisdiction, the Johannesburg High Court becomes a better platform for it to be able to handle these particular matters. So that's what we can expect. But we are not on trial yet, Imad, as you rightfully said in your intro, that this is a pre-trial. Well, during a pre-trial session, that's where both the state and legal teams need to consolidate, their legal arguments, especially when it comes to the state. It needs to hand over a clear docket or dockets to the defense, and the defense then will also expect to get witness statements from the state, potential evidence, and actually potential witnesses. And then, the defense will be able then to go through all those matters, raise any issues they might have so that they go and prepare. Basically, it's about consolidating the arguments, the evidence, but also setting a time frame for the trial itself in terms of how much will it take for this court to be able to conclude this case beyond the trial. So that's what we can expect today. So this trial is the pre-trial sessions are done with the accused present, with the presiding officer, in this case the judge, but also both teams, the prosecuting team and the legal team. So that's what we can expect today. In an hour or so, Iman will be able then to dig deeper into the profile of Mr. Matlala, but also the charges leveled against him and the seriousness of those charges. So we will be doing that maybe in the next hour or so, Iman.
We'll keep close watch on that. Ziniko and Mhlaba, thank you.